Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love, a groovy kind of love, a groovy kind of love. Happy fucking New Year! It's me, Bob. This is the first hardest part of the ring of 2021. I'm recording this almost 8 in the morning Pacific time. I just got back from my night shift job. I spent, when the ball dropped, so to speak, I was in a break room with an old dude that we weren't looking at each other, and he was eating some food, and it was burnt. It was like burnt toast. And I stared at my phone. It was 11:59. And I stared at my phone again. It was 12, and then we went back to work, and it sucked balls. But hey, it's a new year, so new beginnings, and this, that, and the other thing, and we're all completely different people, and so much better for it. And thankfully, the virus completely went away when it turned midnight. So I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okie dokie. Everything is gonna be all gravy there, and I don't gotta worry about a gosh darn thing. We're burning the candle at both ends. We're burning the midnight oil, punching the clock, passing the buck, working hard but hardly working, rubbing salt in the wound, throwing gas on the fire, added insult to injury. We're goddamn champions. Okie dokie. Let's talk about the last NXT. This show, I don't follow the ratings. It's stupid. This show was opposed by the AEW Brody Lee tribute. I don't have TV, so I can't watch AEW. I'll probably watch some YouTube clips online. I have no idea what happened with the AEW tribute. I saw a few pictures online. I know the Eric Rowan or Redbeard was there, but that's all I really know, and it seemed that everyone enjoyed it. But the only thing I can cover is the Hulu edition of NXT on December 30th of 2020. It was the last NXT, and what a fitting way to end this year's NXT with the Garganos on top. That is the way. That is the way we do things in NXT in 2020. We opened the show not with Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant. You know what that means. We opened it up with, again, a memoriam picture of Luke Harper. And we go right to what happens next. I watched the show before work, and then I came back, and now I want to go to sleep. Isaiah Swerve Scott is a bad guy. He is no longer good. He is a rule breaker, as the wrestling mags used to say in the day. You were a fan favorite or a rule breaker back in the day. Back when you were looking at PWI listings and wondering who would win between Sting and the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. And then you got those Hogan-Flair matches, and you went, oh, Hogan every time. Okay, never mind then. Let's carry on with our lives. Swerve, he wrestles Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, haven't seen him on the Hulu edition of NXT in a long time. He's the colossal Bronson Reed. You gotta have an adjective. He's colossal. He comes in. Bronson was big, and he was bad, and he was mean, and he's throwing his weight around, and he gets in the ring, and he applies a side headlock, and then he does a headlock takedown. Oh. But no, he's cool. I love his finish. He won with the froggy splash off, I call it that, off the top turnbuckle there. They always say top rope. It's the turnbuckle. They don't jump off the rope unless it's a springboard. But most of the time, it's the turnbuckle. Be that as it may, that notwithstanding, nevertheless, all things considered, Bronson Reed wins the match with the froggy from the top with a 1-2-3. Swerve's alright. I didn't really get him as a heel. He did a little over the top. Look at me, I'm playing heel, kind of indie-rific heel stuff with the exaggerated faces and this. But whatever. The match gets 76 stars. 76 stars. It gets. So William Regal is. I guess he's going to be doing this all night. He's going to be giving out awards. He gave the breakout star to Sloppy Blackheart. She didn't break out. She escaped. They're fucking jokes. Tag Team of the Year went to Undisputed Era, but they didn't say which two. It gets confusing. But we're going to go with it. The best female, period, I guess the best female ever, is Io Shirai. She's better at being a female than any woman in history. She's the best female Io Shirai. She won 2 of them. I think the second one, this one she said like 6 words. I think she said 4.5. She won something else later. And the best male is the best all-around male with a dick and balls, with a penis and testicles. Makes no vas deference to me though. The best male, waka waka. That was a genital pun. I got puns in the oven, baby. I'm like Attila the pun. Adam Cole wins best male. And then we have Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne. This is a great match, 2 great wrestlers. My only question was, why? What was it there to accomplish? I think did Dunne just need to beat somebody important to have a face off with Finn and say, look at that? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Will Roderick feel like he got lost in the shuffle in the Undisputed Era and be the one to mess up Kyle's thing with Finn? Probably not. That'd be kind of silly. I hope they don't break up the UA. Just the same way I'm like, never break up the New Day. Never, ever, ever do that. Nobody wants to see it. We're lucky we haven't had it yet. I shouldn't say it out loud. But I hope New Day and UE stay together forever. Together and ever we part. Together forever. Don't you know I would give heaven and earth to be together forever with you. That's the other Rick Astley song you'll ever want to know. Pete Dunne wins the contest with his finishing maneuver, the bitter end, with a 1-2-3 match. Gets 7,000 stars. 7,000 stars. So I'm not sure what they were setting up here, but it's a good match. It's a good match to put on the program. I didn't understand exactly what the purpose was. I thought it was just, here's a good match, we're out of ideas, which is I can't really complain about. Then we have an award for best match ever, and it was Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly. And is this the thing where Finn doesn't take his own award from William Regal. He takes Kyle's award and says I'll give it to him, and Regal just hands it over. Like, how do you know he's going to give it to him? And he did, which is, I'll be damned. I don't think he did. They did a thing there. Anyway, Finn is about to go up the steps to make his entrance into an empty warehouse with some TVs staring at him. But he has to hang out backstage and prepare for this emotionally. And then he crosses paths with Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne says something, did you see that? And then Finn Balor says, remember the Alamo? And I forgot what he said. I made that up. But he said something. And then they have a package. We got to have a package about the fight pit next week with Tommaso Ciampa, who's going to Ciampa at the bit to fight Timothy Thatcher. So that'll be fun. Finn Balor is in the ring, looking pissed off that they played a package during his entrance. And then he says it was a best match, but he won the match. And Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle cut a cool... it was a basic, I don't like saying generic, it sounds insulting, but it was a basic babyface promo, but it was believable. But hey, I belong here, I'm proving that I belong here, I'm actually proud of this award, I'm not going to be too cool for it, and that was good. And then something happened there. Oh yeah, Karrion Kross and Scarlett from the Karrion Kross duo of Scarlett and Karrion Kross. She starts speaking some gibberish. I don't know what that was about. And then Karrion Kross says something. He probably said TikTok again, and then danced for 7 seconds or however the hell that works. Because it's TikTok. You gotta do a funny dance. They love that app, those two. I don't understand the problem. But Damian Priest is right behind him. Hey, Damian Priest is an actual good guy who isn't a big stupid pussy all the time. So he sneaks up behind Kross, but he doesn't sneak up. He does sneak up, but then it gets in his face and says something about being a man, and then he just starts and he throws the first punch, like Han Solo shooting Greedo first. Breeze, and they brawl and they went through a plexiglass thingy, and Wade Barrett said something that was strange. He was right to say it, but it made no sense to me why the situation was taking place. He goes, and security wants no part of this. How the fuck do they have a job? It doesn't matter. Of course they don't want part of it. Nobody wants, but they have to get involved anyway. They can't just go, well, that sucked. We didn't think that was going to happen. Well, this is so hacky, but you have one job. That's it. Well, what are they there for? There's a big table spot. The Karrion Kross goes for the sideway drop you on your head suplex thingy, and Damian turns it into a high cross body, thankfully. And they both go through 2 tables with a black curtain on them. And then Scarlett is sitting on the some kind of chair or something, writhing and making naughty noises. And my underwear moved. Is okay, Bob. Speaking of which, we get a much more impressive package. This one featuring Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez, and this was cool. It showed them being friends, which I think we could have hammed up this part of the angle earlier, but I'm just hearing about this now. But yeah, it was all this footage of them being buddies and everything else when they were younger, and oh well, that's the end of that. But it hyped it up, and I didn't realize that was the last women's standing match they're going to have next week at the New Year Evil thingy. But it is. Is this going to be a 2-hour show, New Year's Evil? Does anyone know? Someone knows. There's a lot of big matches on it, so I gotta imagine. Unless I'll just watch a Hulu version of, like, half of this shit. It'll just... Whatever Gargano does, they gotta put it on more Gargano. Jesus Christ. Can we have... Make sure there's 20 minutes of Gargano and then 45 seconds of, like, Cross and Priest and 3.5 seconds of Ciampa and Thatcher. We have to have 20 fucking minutes of Gargano every week. The future star, Indy Hartwell. Oh yeah, that fucking group, Indy Hart. So they can do a skit that's not funny. Indy Hartwell Indy Wrestling had to win the thing, and then the way is backstage, and Austin Theory's being dumb and mentions the curse, and then Gargano breaks a mirror, which was already broken before the promo started, while a mirror was there for no reason, and then he walks under a ladder, which was set up for no reason other than him to walk under it. And overall competitor, Io Shirai. Is there only one match on the show so far? No, there was a Pete Dunne and Pete Roderick and the Swerve Bronson. I don't think there's any women's matches on this show. This show is sexist. Yeah, there's only 3 matches on the show, but the overall competitor is also Io Shirai. She says like 3 words, and actually she said 3 words in Japanese, which is actually like 5 pages of written detailed notes in English. Johnny Gargano wrestles Leon Ruff, and I wrote LOL when the ring announcer said Gargano weighing in at 199 pounds. No, he doesn't. Fuck you. Fuck you. He does not. Gargano wins the thing. Of course, I'm glad. That was the right thing to do. Just put it to bed already, but... the referee, I don't know why the referee didn't ever throw out the 88 people that he needs to have at ringside to pretend he's getting heat. But it's them, so it's the Gargano, so they just have to be the whole toss. The referee just ignores it. But why wouldn't the referee toss all of them after continually distracting Leon Ruff? Because if it was a live crowd, that's the spot that everyone in the live crowd would want to see. They'd want to see Candice and Austin and Indy like fuck around. They still want to see them, probably, but then they want to see them get tossed and watch them have the tantrum when they get tossed and have the officials come out and make a whole big scene. And usually that's when a guy like Gargano is probably in control, but at the ropes, yelling outside, "Why, this is so unfair, you're kicking all my entourage out," and then he gets rolled up from behind 1, 2, 2 3/4 and takes the heat back. Am I wrong? Fuck do I know? No one listens to Bob. No one listens to Bob. So this is a 3-match show and a lot of awards. I don't know what they did with the Slammies. I think was that online or something. Good. I don't know. The Legends is this Monday. The former Legends, according to Drew McIntyre, they're not Legends anymore. They were, but we revoked them of their Legend status. What I was happy about, whether it was the Colossal Bronson Reed versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, whether it was Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era versus Pete Dunne of Pat McAfee's friends, or whether it was the North American champion Johnny Gargano versus the former North American champion Leon Ruff, none of these 3 matches. And again, there must have been 2 more small matches that didn't make Hulu, and maybe Maybe the women's matches weren't there, or a tag team match or something. I don't fucking know. But I'm glad that none of the 3 matches that aired on this program consisted of needless, pointless, forgettable, and almost definitely resulting in injury, silly bumps on the ring apron, which is right outside the ring, but still on the ring. But more importantly, the hardest part of the ring. Happy New Year.